guys, it's us from Nature's Calling.
Will you look at the camera, please?
Oh, sorry. Damn it.
Start over. I'm an idiot.
Hey guys, it's us from Nature's Calling. Jesus Christ, Nate, stop talking. Group work. What a beautiful story. It's hard to believe in the beginning of the term, the three of us chose to work with each other. And 6 weeks later, as it seems, there were times that we were working against each other. Teammates, you love them, you hate them, you deal with them, and you get the job done. The year, 2009. The theme, Green Companies. The company, Homegrown Productions, an eco-friendly video production company. The product, Nature's Calling. The outcome, viewer's choice, or popular vote. Another, best media. But this isn't about bragging. The point is, this is about a learning experience for you. The girl in the left is me, Maeve. You've probably seen me around campus, creeping with the camera, but I've been covering and producing videos on the trade show since my freshman year. So I've seen what it takes to be successful in this class. In the past, I've only presented the final products displayed on that special day in May, but now the journey behind the scenes, the truth behind the booth, is revealed.
You guys want me to do it? God, Anne, look what you do to us.
When choosing group members, don't just pick friends because, well, we'll probably become enemies within a couple weeks. My group consisted of business, marketing, as well as communication majors, which allowed us to put someone in charge of the management and writing aspect, such as the print materials. Someone else dealt with the media responsibility, which included video, audio, and web products. And lastly, the marketing, which related to graphics and advertising. After you develop the blueprint for your company, it's time to give your business its own unique look. Continuity will allow people to recognize your business.
Logos.
However, don't make an intricate logo that could get pixelated when you size it down on print materials. Your identity will also be lost. Use programs such as InDesign, Flash, Illustrator, or the college phenomenon, Photoshop. You'll find yourself making numerous drafts, some incredibly out of reach. You'll find that the plainest one is the most effective and easiest. Simple is better. On to the required materials, such as your print and multimedia. This is where you can further develop your corporate identity. Since we all had to be a different character in the TV show and the company, we had to develop a character and a personality. Anna was style tips, always up to date with the new trends. Angela was the money tips. She was pretty much strictly business. I was the green tips, a little earthy, a little airheadish, I guess you could say. Well, at least that's what my group made me out to look like. This characterizes the role that we played in the company, but this also can go for everything, not just your multimedia. Aren't we celebrities? Shouldn't we know what to say on camera?
We're celebrities. We're supposed to know.
allows me, Maeve. So I was thinking like we could just take a bunch of different shots and say it was like the photo shoot for our cover of Green Living.
Remember, you're trying to convince people here. So depending on what your company is, you might have to hold a mock photo shoot to get your past pictures from your events. We also had to do a mock episode of Nature's Calling, so we must have looked really cool matching walking down 38th Street. Like most production companies and TV show intros, we took the still graphics of our logos and created animations out of them. So recognize what your competitors are doing, including actual related businesses as well as other groups, and try to top them. Takes weeks of planning, days of construction, hours of setting up, and minutes to take down. While keeping in mind your surroundings in the student union, construct your booth reasonably. Unless you can convince Home Depot to donate one of their demonstrations, forget about building that palace. I can't speak for all groups, but this took a lot of time to create this booth. We had pretty extensive plans.
I mean, I don't think the other groups are on I don't know. I don't think they have us.
We're at my house right now, and we began to role play. I acted as the judge, and Anna was pitching her story to me. But if the delivery blows, well, you blew away the last 8 weeks of hard work. It's a combination of an attractive booth, but once the judges get in there, you have to explain the benefits of your organization. If it looks good from far, but you got nothing inside, then it's pretty much over.
Like, hi, how are you today?
All right, how are you?
Good. And are you familiar with our show?
What's your show?
It's called Nature. Is that what they're gonna ask? Shit. So we're gonna be like, oh, it's called Nature's Calling. Like, well, that ruins my idea if you say what's our show.
Well, see, they might. You gotta be ready for them to say anything because different people are gonna
just
say different
let's
things.
start with the first script.
So, in a short summary, you gotta explain what you do, but you can leave the details out until they're hooked and you can continue on with your explanation and pitch.
You could just BS something like that.
Oh yeah, we could definitely BS, but we have to have a storyline before we go into
Right.
it. Right now it's Sunday, tomorrow we get to set up in the student union, and the next day on Tuesday is the trade show. Earlier I mentioned how the character you create becomes you. Even though we had our entire story down since, the first couple weeks of school, once we started talking in character, this brought out random ideas and random connections that we were actually able to use in our sales pitch. Aren't we celebrities? Shouldn't we know what to say on camera?
We're celebrities.
So I'm thinking about wearing this for, the trade show to look kind of professional.
You look professional enough to work in McDonald's.
Well, what if I go like this? Not look, casual, professional.
Like a McDonald's guy on break.
That's what I'm going for.
No, you look like a film star. All I'm saying is, if you win the people over, you're gonna win overall. That's the most important part.
Seriously, how we're gonna win is being celebrities, because that's what we're selling. We're selling ourselves. We really started believing we were celebrities.
When people ask us a question, we should almost be like shocked that they don't know already. We should be like, this is so different from what we normally do. We're so used to just seeing high-profile people, stuck-up actors and actresses. It's so great to be back at home at Mercyhurst. Okay.
Oh, that's a great connection. I didn't even think of that. And they'd be like, well, why are you back at our show? Be like, Anne was one of my favorite teachers, and when she asked us to come back for the show, we were thrilled.
It's finally the last class before the show.
We're gonna be on sandwiches.
This class really
Who do you think people are gonna vote for?
Oh, us, no doubt. We're pulling the popularity card.
How are we gonna do that?
I mean, we're gonna, we got 2 athletes on the team. Aren't you a cheerleader?
Yeah.
Are you counting her as the 2 athletes?
So we have 3.
No, we have 2 athletes. Aren't you a cheerleader?
No, as a softball, lacrosse, and
It's all about networking. We know people.
you have to have connections, you gotta know your shit, and you have to have the network. It's the Monday before the show. Angela and Anna had class, so our booth looks a bit behind compared to the other groups who started at 6.
Let's say get back here at like 9.
Okay.
Would that give you enough time? Okay, you go work on the video.
So I went home to finish the video. Anna went to Walmart to get some last minute items. Not sure about Angela. Probably stayed around to organize the booth. The day has finally come. For the last 7 weeks you have created a business from scratch. And now it's time to pitch it to the public for the next 5 hours.
Hi, have you seen our show? No? Well, we are a green production company called Homegrown Productions, and we've created this show called Nature's Calling. We take secret submissions from friends and family of homeowners, and then we go into the homes and look for ways to make them more efficient and less environmentally and economically wasteful. All 3 of us play a different role in the production company and also in the cast. Maeve is the medium master. Angela is the business savvy one, and myself, I am decorator and design. During the show, each of our characters range a little bit. Maeve helps find the tips throughout the house, and Angela looks for ways to be more cost effective, and I try to get to know the homeowner a little bit and give a little bit of a stylish kick to it.
It's all about marketing and presentation. You're trying to get people's attention and their vote. We actually got Chick-fil-A to donate 300 chicken sandwiches. So right now we're getting the stare down from everyone.
Everyone hates us.
Everyone hates us right now because we're using marketing skills.
Yeah, marketing, listen, com majors, we're using business. Take a look in the mailbox.
People call it bribery, but it's really just marketing.
Nah, I reckon you win. Even before you pulled the whole bribery out there.
Yeah, that bribery thing was
Good luck.
Yeah.
You deserve to win anyway. Look at your thing. You got the video, you got the stand, you got the pictures.
Our hard work paid off, and so did Chick-fil-A.
I don't know. I'm nervous. Wow, guys. So good.
good.